A WAB square. What is a WAB square? Oh, what's your WAB square and what's my WAB square? Well, here's a quick and easy way to find out. Hi and welcome back. If you remember in the last video we talked about, I got a message about WAB squares, and I did say we'll do something next on WAB squares. Well, here it is. First of all, what is a WAB square? A WAB square stands for Worked All Briton. And if you want more information about the Worked All Briton scheme, go and have a look on Google. Just type in Worked All Briton radio on Google. And there's lots of information about it. As far as Brickworks is concerned, you have to get 20 squares. Now, what are these squares? Right, well, Worked All Briton, basically, Ordnance Survey split the country up into big 100 kilometre square squares. And they start with a letter. Well, they start with 2 letters to be precise. Then Ordnance Survey split each of those up into 1 kilogram squared. So you had 100 kilograms, that's weight. 100 kilometres split into 1 kilometre squares. So you got 100 by 100. Now, Worked All Briton says, well, look, let's split each of those squares into 10 kilometres instead of 1 kilometre. In that case, then you got 10 kilometres by 10 kilometres in each big square. What Worked All Briton wants you to do is work as many of those squares as you can. What Brickworks wants you to do is work at least 20 of those squares. Sounds easy, doesn't it? It's not. You've got to work at it. The first few come easy, as no doubt you will see as you're doing it. I've got my logs down here. Those logs are the first 10 that I got. Dead easy to just note everybody's down when I'm working VHF. One of the things to do with Worked All Briton is every time you got a contact, find out what their square is and give your square out as well, because they might want it. The mistake I was making was forgetting to ask, and I noticed 1 or 2 people I spoke to went, oh yeah, I need yours as well, and they'd forgotten to ask. So there is a way of working out what yours is and what theirs is using an internet website, and it's dead easy. Let me show you. We're going to use a website called What's My Locator. You can find it quite easily on Google, and it looks like the picture that you can see now. There are 2 ways of which we can quickly look at how to use What's My Locator. The first one is to enter a postcode. Now, what we'll do is we'll enter Blackpool Tower. Most people know where Blackpool Tower is, so it's FY1 4BJ, and press search. You'll see that on the map it goes straight over to where Blackpool Tower should be, so you can check that. If you then look, it'll give you the latitude, longitude, and the full Ordnance Survey reference if you really want it. What's really important to us is, first of all, it gives you your WAB square, which is SD33. So you can see from there it's SD, the first number, followed by the first number. It also gives you your Maidenhead square. Now let's have a look at the second way of finding a location, and that is to actually click on the map. You can see I'm zooming out at the moment. What I'm going to do is zoom in and we will look at Pendle Hill. If somebody's out doing sorter, you wouldn't really be expecting them to know exactly what the WAB square was for Pendle Hill. So let's have a look. Here we are, Pendle Hill, and we can see the trig point there, coming up there. And all I need to do is click once on it, and lo and behold, there we have the longitude, the latitude, the Ordnance Survey, the Maidenhead Square, and important to us is the WAB square, which is SD84. So we can do this through QRZ if we don't know. If the person you're talking to doesn't know the WAB square, we can ask them what the postcode is. If they don't want to give the postcode out, we can perhaps look at where the locator says that they are and get a rough idea. But if anybody's out and they say, "Oh, I'm in such a place," say on top of Pendle Hill, they don't know the WAB square, we can go and look it up. Absolutely brilliant. There are two ways of looking it up there if the person you're talking to doesn't know. Brilliant. It's as easy as that. It really, really is. So what you need to do now, is do you know your WAB square? If not, go and put your postcode in and it'll bring it up for you. Not only that, but if you don't know your locators, your Maidenhead locator square, it's going to do that for you as well, which is an advantage if you're entering into contests. They also want to know where you are. Now then, the other thing is, go and work through your VHF logbook, because I bet there are some contacts on there that you've not got the you've not got the WAB square for. Go and have a look. If there isn't, see if you can work it out. Use QRZ. Have they got their address on QRZ? You could perhaps put the postcode in. If they haven't, go and have a look to see on QRZ whether there's a locator for them, and you might be able to work it out that way. If you look at my QRZ, I've already put the WAB square on there, so anybody wanting it can go on, have a look at my QRZ, and then bang, it's already there for them. You can also work it out for other people who go, "Oh my god," for instance, if somebody's up Pendle Hill and they're going, "I don't know my WAB square," you work it out fairly quickly. I've even in the past, for people who are doing Salter, when they turn around and said, "You're the second person that's asked and we can't answer the question," worked it out for them, give them their WAB square while they're there. If somebody else asks for it, they've got it. Bang, job done. I'm G6PNH. Thank you very much for watching. Please click on the subscribe button and the thumbs up button and all that for me, please. I will be grateful. And until next time, 73s. Hang on a minute. There's something else. There is something else. Another message came through. It's like Love Island. What is this? Love Island for Radio Ones. So before I do to the final 73s, apparently I've now to do a sorter. So let's get on with that one as well. Final 73s going QRT. Thank you. Until next time. See you in a bit. G6PNH 73s.